It's Tuesday the 20th of October 2015 and I'm at Roydon in Essex to do a walk along the Harcamlow Way. We've now crossed into Hertfordshire and here's the first footpath of the walk. Here we are on the Harcamlow Way, very near Roydon, the first footpath of the walk. The path follows these trees and a fence on the right. The path becomes enclosed and narrow. Further on, the path passes these pleasant trees. Further on, the walk passes under the main A414 road. After the road, the Harcamlow Way follows this track with a hedge on the left. Further on, the path becomes a track. Wide open landscapes. And that's looking back towards the road the way I've come. On my right, there's a view over towards Harlow. And there's the path ahead. At this point, Harcamlow Way turns left. Down there, following the left-hand edge of that wood ahead. At the end of the wood, Harcamlow Way turns right, still following the edge of the woodland. Down there. Harcamlow Way comes to this road on the outskirts of the village of Hunsdon. The walk goes straight ahead over the road. Now heading along this track, good views to my right and ahead. Now following the edge of this field. By the way, Harcamlow Way has no waymarks on the ground and the guidebook's well over 30 years old. So I am anticipating route finding problems. And this bit here is quite complicated. Now crossing the brow of a hill on this field. At the other side of the field we don't go up the track ahead but turn left with the hedge on the right. Now following the edge of this wood on the right. The wood ends and Harcamlow Way then follows this hedge on the right. Great views. Now in the next field, heading alongside a tall hedge on the right. At this T-junction, the walk goes right. Down there. After turning right, great views open up ahead. Decent autumn colours as well. As you can see, at this point, Harcamlow Way coincides with the Hertfordshire Way, and the GMT, I think, is the Greenwich Meridian Trail. And that's the way ahead. And now over to my right, splendid views have opened up. And there's the Harcamlow Way ahead. Now descending to a road, splendid views ahead. We now cross this bridge over the River Ash. And there is a view of the River Ash from the bridge. Harcamlow Way now comes to this road and takes that track off to the right there. Now heading along this wide track on Harcamlow Way. Splendid views on the right from the track. Later we bear right along this narrow hedge track. Great views ahead as the narrow path heads uphill. That's the way ahead. At this fork we bear left along here. At the end of a wood at this junction we turn right alongside the edge of the wood. At the first hedge we turn left with the hedge on the left. We now turn left over the hedge and are faced with this appalling ploughed field to cross. Crossing the ploughed field we pass this pond which seems to be fairly dried up. The weather has been dry lately. At the end of the ploughed field we come to this road and Harcamlow Way crosses to the track opposite. And as you can see we're still following the Greenwich Meridian trail, and there is the track ahead. And you can see it's signposted to Cold Christmas, which is as far as I'm going along Harcamlow Way today. The clear wide track marches on. Now at the crossing bridleway, I shall be using this in that direction to head into Ware for the bus when I come back down from Cold Christmas. I'm going up to Cold Christmas and coming back down here. Still on the Harcamlow Way here. Great views over to my right. And decent views now ahead and to my left. And there's the track ahead descending to Cold Christmas. Now at the road at Cold Christmas, and there's the footpath sign pointing back the way I've come. According to that, Ware's 2 miles. And there is the road. I'm just going to turn left along the road with Harcamlow Way to find the footpath that it takes to leave this road. And there, I've just turned left along the road, and just looking back is the village sign for Cold Christmas. And there it is. And there is the line of the wide track that leads off the road at Cold Christmas, which is Harcamlow Way. And this is as far as I'm coming along Harcamlow Way today. It's not the end of walking though, because I have to walk into Ware. So I'm now going to retrace my steps to that bridleway that we saw earlier. Right, I've now turned off Harcamlow Way and onto the bridleway heading towards Ware. Further on, the bridleway goes beside this wood. I've now arrived on the outskirts of Ware. Here's a view of Christchurch, Ware. Now crossing the River Lee in Ware. And there's the bus stop in Ware and the end of today's walking.